Deep in rural Kentucky, far from the main highways, there's an old iron bridge that locals refuse to cross at night. Rust creeps along its metal beams. The wooden planks creak under every step, and the river below churns dark and cold. The townspeople call it the Bridge of Whispers. For decades, stories have circulated about strange voices that echo across the structure when the world is quiet. Some say they're the cries of people who drowned in the river long ago. Others claim they belong to travelers who vanished without a trace after stopping their cars in the middle of the bridge. Most people laugh it off as just another ghost story meant to scare kids, but one couple decided to test it for themselves. It was a warm summer night when Jake and Maya, a young couple from a nearby town, drove out to the bridge after hearing the legend at a party. Their friends dared them to try it, to stop in the middle of the bridge, shut off their car, and wait. At first, everything felt ordinary. The crickets chirped, the headlights illuminated the rusted railings, and the sound of the river carried up from below. Jake cut the engine, and instantly the world fell into an unnatural silence. No insects, no wind, just the groan of the bridge's old metal joints. Then came the whispers. At first, they were faint, like soft voices far away calling for help. Maya leaned forward, straining to listen, her breath fogging up the windshield. The voices seemed to come from the wood and steel itself, slipping through the cracks of the old bridge. "Jake, did you hear that?" she whispered. He nodded, his face pale. The whispers grew clearer. Some pleaded for help. Others murmured in broken sentences as if drowning mid-word. It was terrifying but almost hypnotic. Then everything changed. The voices grew louder, sharper, filled with rage. The soft cries turned into screams, dozens of them, overlapping, shrieking through the car like a storm. The sound pressed in on them from all sides. The bridge itself seemed to vibrate with fury. Maya screamed as she glanced in the rearview mirror. Dozens of pale, skeletal hands were pressed against the back window, their long fingers clawing, dragging down the glass. But when Jake turned, the back seat was empty. Panicked, he twisted the key in the ignition. Nothing. The engine wouldn't even click. He tried again and again, his hands trembling. The dashboard lights flickered and died, leaving them in near total darkness. The screaming grew deafening. Shadows began crawling across the windshield, smearing across the glass like liquid darkness. Maya gripped his arm, tears streaming down her face. And then, silence. Everything stopped. No voices, no shadows. The car was completely dead. At dawn, hours later, locals found the vehicle still in the middle of the bridge. The doors were locked from the inside. The engine had no signs of damage. But Jake and Maya were gone. To this day, no one knows what happened to them. Some say their voices were added to the bridge that night, doomed to whisper, to scream, and to drag in anyone foolish enough to listen. And if you ever find yourself on a lonely Kentucky road, and you see a rusted old iron bridge ahead, don't stop. Don't shut off your car. And for your own sake, never listen to the whispers.